And welcome in, everyone, to our Cracked Racquets coverage of Championship Sunday at the 2023 Norman Open. Alex Gruskin here. We have a fantastic matchup for all of you tuning in today. It'll be our top two seeds doing battle in our men's singles final as top seed and wild card learner Tien takes on second-seeded Duarte Valle. Let's get into how each of these players reached this final before our match begins. You see, we're taking a few volleys, few overheads before we start rocking and rolling. On the near side of your screen is the 17-year-old learner Tien, certainly one of the most exciting teenagers, maybe teenage prospects we have in the world right now. And look, the accomplishments for learner Tien speak for themselves. The 17-year-old just wrapped up his lone season at USC, was very successful playing at the number 2 spot in their singles lineup. Of course, he parlayed that experience into a second consecutive USTA Boys 18s National Championship. Winner of that event, of course, earns a wild card into the U.S. Open. So the past 2 years, Leonard Tien has competed in that U.S. Open main draw. Of course, Leonard Tien also one of the top 10 juniors in the world. How did he reach that feat? Well, just look at the junior success. Finalist at the Junior Australian and U.S. Opens this season, reached semifinals of the Junior French Open, quarterfinals of Junior Wimbledon in each of the last 2 seasons. So, again, one of the top prospects, not just in the country, one of the top prospects in the world right now is Leonard Tien. He comes into the week 597 in the world, 3rd highest ranked under 18 player right now in the ATP singles rankings. Of course, Leonard Tien today looking to capture the 2nd title of his young pro career. He won a 15K back at the end of June, start of July in Irvine, California. Reached a final at the end of last year in Fayetteville as well. So it's his 3rd finals appearance. Again, he's looking for title number 2. Has dropped just 1 set this week. Was a 7-6 set was the opening set of the tournament for him. Ended up getting out of that match 7-6 in the 3rd. Has not dropped the set since. Yesterday was a 7-6 first set. He was down 5-3 in that opener to Virginia Tech senior Ryan Fishback. Tien ultimately getting a withdrawal at the start of the 2nd. Fishback nursing a foot blister. He's got the ITA Fall Nats coming up on Wednesday, so he unfortunately had to pull the ripcord on that one. Still, Tien again into his 3rd final, where a date with 24-year-old Duarte Valle awaits. Valle, of course, the former University of Florida All-American. 24-year-old's now 35-26 overall on the season, into his 2nd final of the year here this week. He won a 15K title in Monastir back in April. Of course, he's been dipping his toes, that's how you say that in English. He's been dipping his toes in the ATP Challenger level of late. But of course, Valle looking for some points, some confidence down the season's home stretch. Back here at this 15K in Norman yesterday for Valle. Fought off multiple set points in the 2nd, ultimately a straight set win over 18-year-old Daniil Panarin. Valle's yet to drop a set in this event. Straight set wins in all 4 matches over Renard, Schlageter, Rezegi, and Panarin. So it's number 1 versus number 2 in our men's singles final. Much like our doubles yesterday, that one was a barn burner. I imagine we're going to get something similar here in our men's singles final as well. It will be the lefty 17-year-old Leonard Tien to serve first. Folks, let's play some tennis. Good to see we've got our scoreboard up and running today. That's going to be the matchup in a nutshell. Tien's going to dictate, Valle's going to chase. And look, Duarte Valle is quick in and out of his corners. I'm not going to say one of the best movers in the world, but certainly doesn't lack in athleticism. Yesterday, we saw Leonard Tien struggle to find his rhythm, particularly early in the match. The unforced errors pile up. Now, again, the rally tolerance of Tien will feel that pressure to dictate, to take some big cuts. And how quickly he does, or how long it takes him to find that range, that might just dictate the outcome here. She's got early break points for Duarte Valle. I believe that forehand sailed long on him. Yeah. How about that first start? It's an opening break for the 24-year-old Valle again. Competing in his 6th Pro Tour final of his career, 2nd of the season. The current world number 617 makes his first move, opening break in our men's singles final. Again, Valle coming into the weekend lost 4 straight. To get any sort of wins this week, that's what he was searching for. Now, how about this for the start? One love for the 24-year-old. Not a ton of indoor tennis in Leonard Tien's career. Kind of California kid, Tien. Not going to play indoors a lot in California. It's just not how they do it out there. The reason I bring that up is you've just seen him struggle again, trying to find that range, that rhythm. It feels like he's yet to take a full swing on any ground stroke I've seen. Certainly yesterday, again, it felt like everything was 75%. He was afraid everything was going to go into the back tarp. Of course, not much he could do there. Bunch of first serves from Valle to start this match. A smooth opening service game for the number 2 seed. He consolidates his early break 2-love here at the Norman Open. Again, Oklahoma. Finish that thought. You see the Oklahoma logos everywhere. Of course, this Norman Open being played at the University of Oklahoma facility. And thank you, of course, to Tournament Director Donna Johnston, comms guy, Bruce, the entire team. Appreciate them allowing us to shine a spotlight on this action for the 2nd consecutive year. It's much better. Even if he floated that volley there, at least didn't hit it the most cleanly. Yeah, a couple of good first serves, good +1 combinations from Lerner Tien gets him on the board for 1-2, but you see there still guiding those shots. Less than fluid, dare I say, from Lerner Tien to start. Maybe it's some finals jitters. Again, only the third final of his young career. Yes, the 17-year-old, all the junior success, but pro tennis is a different ball game. Match number 5 on the week. How much is left in the legs? I made the argument yesterday. I think the 17-year-old Tien's grown over the past 6 months. He looks a little taller. Certainly will have plenty of time to fill out the frame as he progresses through his pro career. On the other side of the net, if you're Duarte Valle, I think you got to be pretty happy with the pace of this match to start. We're playing on Valle's terms, extended rallies. You see the quickness there. Valle getting a play on every Tien. Valle, even if Tien ultimately does take the point, Valle's just going to ask a ton of questions, put a ton of balls in play. Sounds simple, but he's going to make you beat him. Can you do something special? Can you do that special thing consistently enough to make the 24-year-old uncomfortable? 2-1, number 2 seed serves, opening set. Dare I say, right miss. It's the ball he's going to have to make. It's the ball he's going to have to take aggressively, as we appreciate our chair umpire doubling as ball boy here today. That's the same error carrying over from yesterday for Tien. But now it's a breakpoint chance right back for Lerner Tien. He steadied the ship. Says, all right, let's play this game for a little bit. Excuse me, not a breakpoint chance. 30-all now. There's much better rhythm there, though, from the 17-year-old. a significant hold for the number 2 seed Valle as he extends his lead to 3-1, holds on to that early break. Again, the longer the rally, the more you lean Valle, right? That's his speed. You're not going to out-physical him. It's interesting looking at the Tennis Abstract numbers. So thank you, as always, to Jeff Sackman. He does God's work for people like me. Valle, according to those stats, 2-6 in his career against lefties. I don't know if that computes, though, because his backhand holds up. I don't hate the matchup of that heavy Tien forehand into that wing. Plus, right now, he is moving that forehand so well around the court. And it's an excellent start for the 24-year-old who I mentioned has yet to drop a set this week. Chair umpire overrules, so we'll replay the point. Now that one will sting, particularly for the 17-year-old, as again, he had such an advantageous forehand coming up before the overrule. Still don't hate the play, I hate the game. 2 more breakpoint chances for Duarte Valle. He's just done nothing wrong. Can't win the match in the first 30 minutes, can certainly lose it. And right now, Duarte Valle is just saying, all right, let's see what you got, young fella. I like the foot skills. Again, it's a solid boot. But right now, it is all Duarte Valle. 4-1 lead for the 24-year-old. As again, Valle in hot pursuit. Title number 3 in his young pro career. First title came in San Diego back in June of last season. He's actually made 3 of his 6 finals, in the States. San Diego, Naples, now here in Norman. According to Tennis Abstract, the career record for Duarte Valle, 87-82. ITF website slightly disagrees. And by slightly, I mean very slightly, 139 and 100. We'll go with that number, which again, I'm sure there are more than 8 battles against lefties in his career that may be missing. Of course, I know Duarte Valle would be the first to credit the training block he put in. I know he was hanging out in Waco, Texas, around the Baylor campus. get into the reasons why as we progress. Pretty sure it's his girlfriend lives around there. Also, who doesn't love seeing the smiling face of Michael Woodson? Of course, Waco has an indoor facility for volley to get a few indoor, again, a few indoor reps in. Again, you're not training indoors predominantly. Most of the year around most of the globe, tennis is an outdoor sport. Speaks to, again, the college tennis community, everyone looking out for one another. I mentioned this yesterday. 14 top 100 singles players with college tennis ties right now in the ATP rankings. 38 doubles players in the top 100 with college ties, including this week's Vienna champions, Rahm and Salisbury. That's better from Learner Tien. Now he's turning into some backhands. I actually like that play in particular. Depth into that volley forehand. Down a double break is the top seed, but can you just find a little something here in set one? That'll work. First break point fought off, another to come. That was the easiest shot of the rally. Again, that high backhand volley, you know my thoughts. It can always be tricky. In that instance, again, volley into the net. So Tien gets one of the breaks back, still trails 2-4 here in our opening set. But again, maybe that's the spark. Maybe that's the crack in the window he needs. Yeah, because that's perfection. That's the level the 17-year-old plays when he's at his best. Tien enters the ball game. Took him about 25 minutes, but now we're starting to see why this 17-year-old is such a promising prospect moving forward. Tien holds 4-3-4, down a break, but 2 straight games. Excuse me. No, 2 straight games. That's right. Good math, Alex. 4-3 volley leads here in our opening set. Of course, a congratulations and a shout out to our men's doubles champions. If you missed us yesterday, Robin Katry, Fons van Sambeek, the 21-year-olds, winning their second and first career titles respectively. For Katry, it's his second of the season. He's won ITF Pro Circuit titles with 2 different teammates now, Van Sambeek and teammate Lucas de Haley. Of course, the 21-year-olds will be seniors this coming season at NC State. And while I don't believe we will see them next week, we will have coverage. One of the finest events we have on the college tennis calendar, the ITA National Fall Championships at the Barnes Tennis Center in San Diego. Coverage begins Wednesday here on our Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. We'll have coverage from opening round play on Wednesday all the way through to Championship Sunday. So we hope you'll join us then. Hit that subscribe button to ensure you don't miss out on any of the action. In the meantime, we lock in. Duarte Valle looking to steady the ship. He's dropped 2 straight games. He serves, though, leading by a break 4-3 here in the opening set. Uh-oh. He's okay. Racket went flying out of the hand. That's actually a good thing. You're taught if you fall, let that racket go. You don't want to jam your wrist on it when you land. Most notably, though, Tien is swinging now, isn't he? The longest rally of the match. It sets up 2 more breakpoint chances for Lerner Tien, and we've just had a shift in momentum. It's now Lerner Tien grinding out these longer points. Again, had that opportunity to hit the chip and charge, and I think early in the match we would have seen him follow that backhand slice in, but no. He says, all right, Duarte, let's play this game. I can be consistent. It's a change in tactics that's led to 2 breakpoint chances to level things in this match. That'll work, though. Ace number 3 for Vale. Remember, we saw this same thing unfold last time. Vale broke in, serving up 4-1. Fought off 1 breakpoint with a +1 winner. Had the high backhand volley to fight off the second. Missed that one in the net. What does he do here? Charges right back forward, and this time he's decisive with the put away volley. It's a great play. It's excellent serving under pressure. That backhand in particular, it feels like Lerner's winning those backhand to forehand cross-court exchanges. He's done such a good job of late of absorbing, redirecting that heavy topspin volley throws at him. Leads to a 3rd breakpoint chance here in our 8th game of the match. Excellent defense from 17-year-old Lerner Tien. 3 straight games, including 2 breaks of serve of second-seeded Duarte Vale, and now we are level, 4 games apiece in our opening set. And a reminder, yesterday Lerner Tien down 5-3 in his opening set to Ryan Fishback. Managed to flip that set around, take it 7-6. And he's dropped just 1 set this week. Vale hasn't dropped this set. Something's got to give here in our final. Oh, come on. One of the most promising prospects we have in the globe right now. Shots like that are why. don't think the slide was loud enough. Jeez, sounds like a car screeching to a halt. What these guys are able to do. Again, I think about sliding like that. My ankle would be spread out on all 3 of these courts if I tried to do it. But uh-oh, if you're Duarte Valle, I think you're sensing what we're all sensing. Learner Tien's found his rhythm. And now it's Tien takes his first lead of the match. 5-4. We're on serve in the opening set. But remember, Valle was up a double break 4-1 lead. Tien was struggling to find his rhythm. Waves of unforced errors. Very similar dynamic to what we saw yesterday. And look, again, Tien 17. 3rd highest ranked under 18 player in the ATP top 1,000 right now. But for any young player, you're going to get a little nervous anytime you're playing in a pro circuit final. And maybe that was the cause of the lack of consistency we saw early. But obviously, these past 15 minutes, Tien's been anything but inconsistent. The backhand started to fire. He started to find his range with the serve, with the +1. Now it's Duarte Valle's turn to find a response. How does he regain his front footing? Has had some success moving forward, but again, has to hit the volley perfectly. Otherwise, Tien's there and ripping on the run down the line winners. First serve's obviously going to be critical here for the 24-year-old Valle. According to the stats I have in front of me, he's done pretty well in landing those first serves so far today. The win percentage a little bit lower, though. He's 13 of 24 on serve. He needs a hold to keep this first set alive. 4-5, number 2 seed will serve. That's an excellent start. Well executed game by Duarte Valle. A couple of +1 winners. A little gift of an unforced error as well. Game point chances to steady the ship here. Extend set number 1. It's an excellent service game. Maybe the best he's played of the match. And given the circumstances, the charging Tien, and having won 4 consecutive games, it's perfect. Hold that love. It's a reset. It's a new match now. 5-all. We're awake. We're loose. Now the real chess match begins. Yeah. Missed it by a hair. Ooh. By a hair. Misses it by a hair. And again, you see the speed. There was no doubt Volley was going to get a play on that ball. Just ever so slightly guided wide. Volley just long on the return, so Tien does his part. 6-5 on serve opening set. In our Norman Open men's singles final, Alex Gruskin here again. Katri Van Sambeek, our doubles winners this week. Worth noting a couple of other matches going on right now in the pro tennis world. I'm well aware some of you tennis fans are going to be focused on multiple things happening right now. We've got finals everywhere in Vienna. Daniil Medvedev now down a break, 3-1 in the third to Yannick Sinner, the Sin Man, taking a 7-6 opening set, 9-7 in the breaker. Medvedev responding with a 6-4 second. Now it's Sinner who breaks to take again that early 3-1 lead in the third in Basel. Here's something we haven't heard in a while. Felix Auger-Aliassime, one set away from a title. Takes the opener 7-6 over the very much informed Shanghai Masters champion Hubie Hurkacz. So again, Sinner leading, Felix leading, Tien leading. Next Gen 2.0 is here to stay, folks. Not going anywhere anytime soon. Right now, again, first serves. That's what was so Went so well for volley in his last service game. Can he replicate that again? 5-6, he'll serve. Might we just be breaker bound? 3 game point chances for volley. It's been exactly the sort of service game he was looking for. Leonard Tien says not quite yet. When that on the rise backhand is firing again, he is a tough opponent to match up with. Still 1 more game point chance for Duarte Valle, but Tien takes this. It's a whole different ball game. Uh-oh. All frame team. Or Duarte Valle. We've all been there, haven't we? Stomach drops after a second serve like that. And how can you not be nervous? It's Championship Sunday. Come on now. From 40 love to deuce. Medvedev, by the way, breaking right back. So drama is just our theme here of the day. Oh. I don't know. It's shaky all the way around. Again, that was a tight call, no doubt, on that tee serve. Vale having missed 5 consecutive serves, babying that second serve over the net. I don't know how else to describe it. That one was white-knuckled over. A tentative miss from Tien as well on the set point there. We're back to deuce. Another set point chance for Lerner. We really haven't had a period yet where both of these players have played their best tennis simultaneously, have we? It's been one of those championship matches, a seesaw affair. That point chance. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Absolutely love Tien's choice to move forward there. Was it the most decisive approach shot? It was not, but had to do something to change up the rally, the rhythm of that rally. That better execution on the pass from Vale. 2 set points fought off. We're back to deuce. Go to a breaker. First to 7, win by 2. Duarte Vale fighting off 2 set points. Holds 4-6 all. And you break to Vale. And now at this point, look, Tien having had set points, Vale having had the double break 4-1 lead to start the set. Is it an all or nothing set? One of those instances where, again, things so competitive early on, then you see that player break away in set number 2. How frequently is that the script in tennis? To love Vale. First serve's always the name of the game. maybe, just maybe, we're starting to see both these players play their best simultaneously. One volley, now the double mini break lead re-secured, and that reminds me of what we saw for the first 25 minutes. Slow, steady, grinding tennis from Duarte Valle, coaxing those errors out of Tien. One of my favorite phrases. I could have done that. I miss it. Gives one of the mini breaks back. Still 4-2 on turn number one. Again, these breakers first to 7, win by 2. Alex Gruskin here. If you're just joining us, how did this match kick off? Well, it kicked off with the Duarte Valle break. He actually was originally up a 4-1 double break lead. Lerner Tien taking 4 straight games from there. He led 5-4, had 3 set points in Valle's 5-6 service game, yet here we are as we approach the hour mark in our men's singles final. Duarte Valle just outside the top 600 in the rankings right now. Lerner Tien just snugged inside of it. So perhaps it shouldn't be surprising. Our scoreboard's as narrow as it is. Now again, what's the Duarte Valle tactic here? Stay aggressive or coax errors? Let's find out. 4-2 mini break lead. I don't want to say coaxing an error there. I'd say that's gifted. An unforced error off the racket of Tien. Now he's playing some of his best tennis. Passing shot from Valle sets up 4 set points. Oh! Well, it's the first ripper. And remember, that's what he's capable of. All right, Lerner's turn to fight off a couple of set points. That's 2. First time we've seen Lerner really go after that volley backhand as well. A little bit of a park the bus scenario. Now they've each fought off 3. 3 set points fought off by Vale. In his 5-6 service game, 3 set points fought off by Lerner Tien from 6-2 down back on serve in the breaker. What a first set this has become. Four set points fought off now by Tien. We take a second turn, 6-all. And I mean, boy, I'm going through the set points in my head. I think there was one slightly mishit forehand by Tien, but really other than that, it's been the player with their back against the wall who has just raised the level of aggression, raised their level of tennis. And now Lerner Tien has a 4th set point. I mean, sometimes all you can do is drop the jaw and enjoy. From 6-2 down in this breaker, Lerner Tien takes the opening set. I mean, this 17-year-old has the goods. I don't know how else to say it. Was down a double break 4-1 in the opening set. Had 3 set points at 6-5. Duarte Vale fights all of those off, a wave of errors in those first 8 points to go down 6-2 in that breaker, and then, I mean, all of a sudden, finds a couple of forehands, Steps into a couple of ground strokes. Learner freaking Tien. 7-6 opening set. By the way, right now, Jannik Sinner serving for the match, 5-3, 15-30 in the third set of his Vienna final against Daniil Medvedev. Felix Auger-Aliassime had 3 breakpoint chances. Hubi Hurkacz, though, looks like he's about to hold. He's down a set, 7-6 first set to Felix. Hurkacz about to go up 5-4 in the second. Again, if you missed it earlier, Beatriz Haddad-Maia, your WTA Elite Trophy champion. And congratulations to her, knocking out Zheng Qinwen in the final. For recaps of all of this weekend's championship action, be sure to check out the Mini Break podcast tonight. We'll have an episode out talking about it all. Again, championship action in Vienna, Basel, Zhuhai. Of course, WTA finals starting next week. ATP 1000 action in Paris already underway. It's the home stretch of the 2023 Pro Tennis season. Keep you covered. All the information you tennis fans need to know. And of course, right now, we're locked in. Our first set goes the way of Learner Tien. 6 straight points for Tien. 10 the opening set. Tien's out of the chair. Valle is as well. Set number 2 underway. And again, Duarte Valle, how does he rebound? Not physically. Physically, he'll be just fine. Mentally, where is Duarte Valle's head right now? He was on the precipice of the set 6 minutes ago. Now a long road ahead to Pro title number 3. He'll serve to kick off set number 2. That's a good start. I mean, that on the run forehand for Learner, dare I say, elite. Successfully fired off that particular on the run line pass now a couple of times here today, and the worst possible thing that could happen to Valle would be to be broken here in his opening game. What that does momentum-wise, a few loose errors. Again, what an opportunity here for the 17-year-old Tien. So steady mentally through it all. Ridiculous. Connects on a couple of passes, does Tien. Opening break for the top seed and 17-year-old. I want to say the finish line's in sight, but we just passed our first sign. If you're Learner Tien, hey, finish line's 2 miles away. Tien now setting a break lead in our Norman Open final. And again, for Learner Tien, top seed, a wild card, late entry into the main draw here in Norman. Of course, of late, been competing at the challenger level. Main draw wins in both Tiburon and Fairfield to get him into the top 600 for the first time. Duarte Valle really doing all he can. Again, what has led him to advantageous positions? Yes, he's been aggressive. At times, the first serve's been there, but it's really just been, again, that rally tolerance. Extending points. Coaxing those errors out of Learner Tien. The errors have come. That's been the difference. Tien, that ability to end points a little bit more easily on his terms. Able to generate a little bit more pace from the ground. I would say has probably been a little bit more decisive when moving forward as well. Volley breaks right back for 1-all. Had to have it. Well done. Back to the basics for Duarte Volley. This again immediately breaks back to level things at 1 apiece here in set number 2. It's just been that sort of a match. Player able to wrestle momentum away from the other, or at least hold on to that momentum. That's an interesting miss. Conversation's clearly about the call. I think Volley didn't hear a call, assumed the serve was out. Volley saying, I don't disagree if the serve was out, I just need to hear a call a little quicker. A little bit of a miscommunication, all good on both ends. That leaks on him, so now game point chances for Volley. Dare I say a little lapse in concentration here from Tien. A couple of loose errors. Yes, we've seen unforced errors, but they haven't been this sloppy. Two, 1 on serve once again. set number 2 again. Alex Gruskin here coming up next week on our Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. We'll have the ITA National Fall Championships. That coverage starts Wednesday from the Barnes Tennis Center. It's going to be a doozy. So many of the top college players in the world filtering through this event. Of course, right now you look at the ATP WTA singles rankings, players who have been competing in college tennis even within the last 18 months. Emma Navarro, Peyton Stearns, Diana Schneider, Ben Shelton, all establishing themselves as top 70, 60, 50 players. Obviously, the doubles success speaks for itself. Again, at least one player with college ties, a part of the last 5 men's doubles Grand Slam winning teams. Guys like Hanfman, McDonald, Giron, all veterans, all having maybe the best years of their career. It's a good time to have college tennis ties. Obviously, that's why we're so excited to shine a spotlight on it all. 2 guys with college tennis ties here. Learner Tien finished his 1 year at USC, now fully pursuing his pro career. Of course, the former Florida Gator All-American, Duarte Valle, at the near side here. Starting to raise his level. So again, I asked the question, will we get a moment in this match where both players seem to be playing their best simultaneously? I still don't think we've been there. And we're now an hour and a half in. About as even as the scoreboard can get. Great depth on that forehand. And again, how many outright winners have we seen Vale hit today? I'm not sure we've seen that many. Delineating between forced, unforced errors, always difficult, but we've certainly seen a wave of errors from Tien. Oh, that's so good. It's measured to the T. Again, brought out the ruler there. Said we're going to find this line. Break point chances for Tien, and you're starting to see some visible frustration on the face of Vale, aren't you? Westhoff, I've got a task for us. After this, we're going to have to put together a compilation of all the on-the-run forehands Lerner Tien hit successfully today. I mean, shots just in his bag, as the kids like to say. I'm still 28. I'm a kid. 3-2 break lead for Lerner Tien. Again, finish line slowly but surely starting to be in sight for the 17-year-old Alex Gruskin here. Let's do a quick reset. We're an hour and a half in. Some of you may be new to our stream. Some of you may have been with us the whole time. For those of you who have, we appreciate that. Appreciate all of you joining us. Alex Gruskin here. You can follow us at Cracked Racquets on Instagram, Facebook, X. Also formerly the artist, formerly known as Twitter. Of course, you can follow the podcast, Mini Break, Great Shot Podcast, Cracked Interviews Podcast, to follow more of our coverage of all things happening in the pro tennis world. By the way, Jannik Sinner, your 2023 Vienna champion, now 2 wins over Daniil Medvedev in 500 level finals. Beat him in Beijing about 3 weeks ago. Now this week, indoor hard courts in Vienna. It's busy times in the tennis world. The next gen finals starting soon. Lerner Tien not going to qualify for that field this year, but I'm going to go ahead and guarantee we will see Lerner Tien in a next gen field at some point. Right now, the 17-year-old setting a break lead as he closes in on his second career pro title. I mean, come on. That's elite shot making. And I'll say it again. Having watched Lerner Tien very closely these past 2 days, it's so clear he's just scratching the surface of his talent. Everything's so easy for the 17-year-old. Even the serve there, right? Kind of tosses it up, gives it a swing. Backhand sits on it, a little swing through it, nice and easy. The word that comes to mind, he never looks rushed. Never. And at this level, that's what you're looking for. Because if the game is slow to you now, again, it means you're ready to step up, play those challengers. Test your game against the next level of competitors. If you look rushed, you obviously got some work to do. Now, come on. I mean, again, for the highlight reel. Lerner Tien saying, I know it's a football Sunday, but here's my submission to the SportsCenter Top 10 for the 8 p.m. show tonight. Lerner Tien consolidates for the first time in this set. 7-6, 4-2 lead. I'll say it, now the finish line's in sight. I'm a big runner. Again, you run those 10Ks, they give you the mile. All right, apologies, folks. You might have heard. Had a slight technical hiccup on our end. The good news is we're still up and running. We'll have that scoreboard back for you all in a second. In the meantime, sliding miss for Lerner Tien. Again, he's started to find that rhythm. Starting to see the best of the best here as he's played more freely down the home stretch. Breakpoint chance again here. This would be for a double break 5-2 lead for the 17-year-old. To Lerner Tien. The title is in sight. He'll have 2 shots to serve for it. What a performance for the 17-year-old. And again, he's just started his pro career. Lerner Tien, 21-9 overall in the pro matches he's played this season. Emphasis on pro matches because, again, you look at the junior ranks. Lerner Tien, 18-4, currently the number 6 junior in the world. I mentioned this earlier. Just listen to these junior slam results, folks. Junior Australian Open final, junior US Open final, junior French Open semifinals, junior Wimbledon quarterfinals. Turns 18 on December 2nd. It's a name you need to learn. Pun intended. Lerner Tien serving for the match, 7-6, 5-2. Oh, come on. Again, it's one for the on-the-run forehand compilation. What Lerner Tien has done today. Moments of excellence. 3 match points. He was 6-2 down in the first set tiebreak. 6 straight points there, and a 6-2 second set lead to title number 2 in the career of 17-year-old Lerner Tien. Straight set win to take the Norman Open singles title. What an effort, what a week for 24-year-old Duarte Valle, the former Florida All-American. Earned plenty of momentum as he looks to wrap his 2023 season. But again, learn the name Lerner Tien. Two-time Kalamazoo Boys 18s champion. Now a two-time ITF Pro Circuit champion as well. 7-6, 6-2. The top seed again. Fighting off 4 set points in that opening set breaker. Was down a double break 4-1 in that opening set as well. Do I think he played his best tennis this week? Here's the scariest part. I really don't. I think on an outdoor slow surface, that's where Lerner's going to be his best, and that we're already starting to see the results progress elsewhere. Look out, Tennis World. Again, he's the 3rd highest ranked player under 18 in the current ATP singles rankings. He'll keep his spot inside the top 600, start approaching the top 550 as well. Lerner Tien, your 2023 Norman Open men's singles champion. And again, tip the cap to Duarte Valle. The number 2 seed dropped just 2 sets this week. There's an alternative universe. He closes out that first set. Maybe he runs away with the second. His consistency, the physicality, the way he competes. Duarte Valle is going to be around for a while, but again, it's when, not if, in my opinion, we'll start hearing from Lerner Tien at the highest levels. Tien, your 2023 Norman Open men's singles champion. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to our men's doubles champions. Again, Robin Patry, Fons van Sambeek, the 21-year-olds. Capturing their 2nd and 1st Pro Circuit doubles titles, respectively. And of course, a massive thank you to the entire Norman Open team. Donna, Bruce Johnston, coaches Nick Crowell, Audra Cohen, everyone who runs things at this facility in Norman. I know it takes an entire cohesive, fluid, loving team to put together an event like this, and I'm certain that's the team we have in Norman. A thank you to them for allowing our Cracked Racquets team to shine a spotlight on this weekend's championship action. Of course, we're going to have more tennis for you all on our YouTube channel starting on Wednesday. One of the premier events on the college calendar, the ITA National Fall Championships at the Barnes Tennis Center in San Diego, beginning this Wednesday. Just about all of the top college tennis players in the current college tennis universe going to be competing. And again, 14 men, 5 women with college tennis ties inside the top 100 of the ATP and WTA singles rankings, respectively. Right now, 38 men, 16 women in the top 100 of the doubles rankings. College tennis is where it's at. It's a pathway to the pros. You don't need to listen to me say it. The numbers say it. And we'll have the best of the best competing this Wednesday on our Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. That said, that'll do it for our coverage from Norman. Again, a congratulations to our 2023 men's singles finalist, Duarte Valle, and of course, our 2023 men's singles champion, 17-year-old Lerner Tien, the young American, capturing his 2nd career Pro Circuit title. With that said, that will do it for our coverage. For everyone who contributes to our broadcast, most especially our super producer Daniel Westuff, without whom nothing you see on your screen would be possible. I am your host, Alex Gruskin. You've been watching our Cracked Racquets coverage of the 2023 Norman Open. We will see you all on Wednesday for the start of ITA Fall Mats. Thanks, everyone.